Hi, Japan won the WBC, didn't they?
Yes, they did. All the players, including MVP Shohei Ohtani, were amazing.
That's right. So let's talk about professional baseball in Japan today. Do you know about the draft meeting held every October?
Of course. The draft meeting is an event where professional baseball teams select new players, right? It's also broadcast on TV every year.
That's right. Players who want to join a professional baseball team first submit a professional baseball team application and then the team selects the players they want.
But what happens if another team chooses the same player?
In that case, it's decided by a lottery.
I see. I remember that Roki Sasaki, who did well in the WBC, was selected as the first pick by 4 teams.
That's right. He was impressive even in high school.
That's amazing. Are there any players who go to the major leagues in their first year?
For example, Shohei Ohtani. He actually wanted to go to Major League Baseball from his first year, but he was convinced by manager Kuriyama, who also served as a manager in the World Baseball Classic, and decided to join the Nippon Ham Fighters instead.
I didn't know that. Shohei Ohtani is now making great achievements as a two-way player.
It may have been the decision to join Nippon Ham that led to becoming a two-way player.
The power of the manager is amazing.
That's right. Baseball is often started from a young age, and the encounter with the manager at that time may also affect the rest of the player's baseball life.
Speaking of starting from a young age, in Japan, many students join a club when they enter junior high school, and baseball is very popular among them.
That's right. Soccer and other sports are also popular, but baseball's popularity is deeply rooted.
Oh, but if you belong to the baseball club, there is a tendency to shave your head.
That's right. Especially for strong schools, there is a tendency for more players to shave their heads, but I feel that the proportion of players who shave their heads has been decreasing recently.
Is that so? I heard that a while ago. If you said a baseball team that doesn't shave their heads, it meant a weak baseball team because all the strong teams shave their heads.
I think that trend is gradually fading now. At least, I don't think schools are forcing students to do it anymore.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Students who belong to the baseball club often play in Little League from elementary school, right?
That's right. When they enter high school, there is a national tournament called Koshien, so many students may have the goal of participating in that tournament.
Koshien is broadcast on TV, so it's a tournament that attracts nationwide attention.
Players who perform well at Koshien are often remembered by Japanese people, and it can lead them to a path towards becoming a professional player.
That's right. Professional baseball is also very popular in Japan, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Because professional baseball is so popular, sometimes the game goes on for a long time and other TV programs scheduled to air get cancelled.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Speaking of which, I heard that 3 TV programs were cancelled when Japan won the World Baseball Classic.
The joy when Japan won was indescribable, so the TV stations really let us fully immerse ourselves in that afterglow.
Yeah, I heard that there were even extra editions of newspapers distributed when Japan won the WBC championship, and there were so many people that the police had to be called in.
During the final game, it was a weekday morning in Japan, but everyone was still really enthusiastic.
Speaking of which, the only team to beat Japan's representative team in this year's WBC was the Chunichi Dragons, a Japanese professional baseball team. On the internet, there was talk of so essentially, the Chunichi Dragons are the best in the world.
That's definitely true. If you're interested in watching professional baseball at the Tokyo Dome or high school baseball games at Koshien Stadium, be sure to check out the URLs in the description box of this video.
It's famous that English doesn't work in Japan, but if you're in the city center like Tokyo or Osaka, you can meet people who can speak English fairly well if you talk to about 10 people, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
See you in the next video.